Hey everybody, welcome to the episode of Let's Play. Today we're taking a look at Steel Rift, a game of miniature mech combat, which is in sort of like alpha pre-release, like white box release kind of, at Adepticon this week. It is currently March of 2022 for those of you watching in the future. And I'm doing a Let's Play with Chase today, showing off this 6mm to 10mm mecha combat game where you can quickly design mechs called HEVs. They are human endoskeletal vehicles, and then deploy them onto the tabletop for a skirmish combat game. You usually have about 3 to 5 models on the table, and they can range in class from light to ultra heavy mechs, have a variety of different weapons and upgrades, and even call in different support assets from the sky. So if you're Adepticon this week, you can grab the 2-player starter set, or it's a 1-player starter set if you just want to mix and match 6 different HEVs, and then customize and build your own mechs. The rulebook's currently in digital release. We do want to do a fancier booklet style release, but to get this done in time for Adepticon, obviously, there was a little bit of like rushing in the getting it laid out for digital, and it'll be available through Drive-Thru RPG. So more on that. If you click the video description below, you can probably check out a link going directly to the Drive-Thru RPG site to grab it digitally. So you've seen this game before, probably on the channel in my first look series, where I was playtesting it with Chase and we were going through kind of design process for it. So you can check that out as well. I'll link that up in the cards. And today we're just going to throw down a full-on game. You can see the rulebook flip through and review as well up today on the channel, and we'll get this mission generated. So I've got 2 forces painted up. I basically painted up the 2-player starter set. It's the exact same one that you can grab at Adepticon. And I've got the authorities painted up as the United Allied security, so basically Earth Defense Forces, like a private security contractor for the authority. And then we have the Ares Mining and Salvage Company, which is a freelancer detachment out to, you know, grab what they can energy-wise and make a few bucks going around the solar system and doing various jobs. So they are in, it looks like somewhere maybe on Earth in Eastern Europe, some kind of abandoned city that may have had some terrible things happen during the solar storm. That is the MacGuffin setting for Steel Rift. And yeah, and it's mostly abandoned, but there's clearly something here that Ares wants and something that the United Allied Security is trying to defend. So show the table, show the HEVs, and we'll get this underway. So here is the 2-player starter from Death Ray Designs for Steel Rift, all painted up. So what do we got here? Well, we have 6 HEVs with modular arms, modular legs, and all kinds of weapon options kitted out. And we are playing a 100-ton recon mission, which is, if you use this as a 2-player starter set, you get basically 90 tons aside plus a 10-ton support asset, off-table support asset. So for our 2 forces, first we have the United Allies security team, and they are 3 different mechs. We have a heavy right to left. It's the Shepherd Heavy HEV. It's got twin autocannons, a railgun, and a rocket pod. And then it's basically just gunned to the teeth, no additional upgrades. It's got 5 upgrade slots because it's a heavy, but it does have its structure upgraded from D8 to D10. So D10 armor and D10 structure. It's been reinforced on the inside. Then we have a Corso medium mech. It has a particle cannon and autocannon on the right arm there, and then a melee weapon on the left and jump jets. It's basically the Corso means runner, obviously. And it is kitted out basically for speed and running and gunning. And then finally on the bottom there we have the 3rd one, which is the light. It is called a Fennec, and it has a shot cannon, big giant shotgun there on the right, and a melee attachment on the left, and then also jump jets. These 3 mechs basically are a security force, ready to rock and roll and take on these guys. Now, I wanted to show sort of like the chaos of the freelancers, so I swapped legs and torsos. The fun thing here is normally the Mars is supposed to be the heavy, but I have my Mars as a medium, and the Daiko is supposed to be a medium, and I have it as a heavy. So I basically use the Daiko torso. The freelancers will just bodge together HEVs as they like. So I reclassed my 2 mechs from medium to heavy, and that's the fun thing about this. These are all modular, so you can make them however you want. So I have my heavy on the right there, the Daiko with twin railguns and a particle cannon. It is basically a long-range brawler. It's been reinforced to the teeth with 12 armor and 10 structure. So it's been just like super reinforced to be ultra heavy there. On top of that, it's got a target designator there, obviously on top of the railguns, and ablative armor. You can see on its legs there, all that extra plating, which means its blast damage from rocket packs and stuff is reduced by 1. Then my Mars, which I stripped down to being a medium, has 8 armor and 8 structure, so I reinforced the structure slightly to show the fact that it used to be a heavy. It's got a missile pod and twin rotary cannon, so it's a up-close brawler, but the missile can also be called in using the smart trait from those 2 target designators there that are on the heavy. And that's basically it. So it's basically a close-range brawler, but with some ability to call in fire support. And then finally, it has a anti-missile system, which makes it immune to the smart trait if someone tries to target designate it. Now, finally, we have the bottom guy here, which is the Scarab, and the Scarab has a particle cannon and an auto cannon. And the particle cannon and auto cannon are basically enhanced by the fact that it has optic camouflage. So outside of 10 inches, it gets +1 to its defense rolls when you are defending against enemy attacks. Now, both of these have an off-table support asset because the total tonnage on them is 90. So a heavy is 40, the light is 20, and the medium is 30. So they've spent 10 tons on support assets. The security forces taking a minefield that they can drop out. So 3 mine tokens. They're basically drone pods that will attack if you end an order within 4 inches of one. They do a horrific amount of damage with the AP trait centered on yourself, and they have the blast traits. They also attack other things nearby if you trigger them. They're not going to attack their own security forces, though, who obviously have transponders to keep that from happening. So you basically have to accept the fact that you're going to move into them if you decide to move into them, but you're controlling big areas of the battlefield and making it hard to move around. Then we have an orbital laser for the, obviously their space truck that they came in on is orbiting and it can fire a laser down to the battlefield. 3 times per game, limited 3, you can call in a laser strike that is damage rating 3, AP 3, so there's a ton of damage to the internals if it hits, and it can be done 3 times per game instead of activating a miniature, but it has to be used through a target designator. Those are our forces selected, so recon game, 100 tons each. I'll be playing as Ares Mining and Salvage, as I'm a wild space cowboy, and the more straight-laced Chase will be playing as the United Allies Security. All right, so with our forces selected, we will now get down to business of setting up a game. So we are going to roll for our approach. We roll off, and we actually roll to see who determines the approach. So I will be determining the approach, and you can roll to see what kind it is. So, sorry, you roll to see what kind it is. 4. So 4 is going to be a line breaker. So we are confused deployment, basically. We're reconning this area, which makes sense. The security force is searching for the marauding freelancers. So basically, we're deploying half our forces in opposing corners. And we roll d6 to determine the mission. And it's going to be 4, which is Seek and Destroy. At the end of each turn, calculate the tonnage of units destroyed by each commander. The force that destroyed the most tonnage scores a VP. So I determine the approach, which means I get to pick which of the corners I want to be in. I'm going to choose to be in these 2 corners. So I will place half my units rounding up. I'm going to start with my light, and it gets placed within 6 of a corner. Now, there are no support units in the game yet, but they get additional deployment outside of that area. He's going to hang it over here, my Scarab. Gets to place HEV in either of these opposing corners.
I'm going to place my light in this corner here. Right there.
Okay. I'll place my heavy over here, just overwatching with his railguns. Ready to have a big brawl party. He's going to go on the flank.
This guy.
With his autocannon, particle cannon. And then I'll place my medium, supporting my Scarab, I think, on the flank over here. Down to your heavy.
Okay.
On the flank, engaging my heavy. Sweet. All right, so we are deployed. Now, there are different types of terrain on the table here. We have blocking terrain, which is these big ruined buildings. And we have obscuring terrain, which is all of the rocks and trees and stuff. When you draw line of sight, you draw line of sight to the center of your opposing target from either side of your base. If either of your lines, basically, are blocked by a piece of terrain, it will reduce the amount of dice that your opponent is defending against. So if it's blocked by a blocking piece of terrain, it's -2 dice to a minimum of 1. And if it's blocked by obscuring terrain, it's -1 dice to a minimum of 1. After deployment, yep, but before we do any other deploying, you get to place your minefield. So they can't be within 12 of my deployment corners. So try and block that line of advance for my heavy. So your first 2. Oh, you're penning him in. Oh, smart. So keeping my heavy basically from being able to safely move through that basically without having to cautiously do it, which means I got to get all the way through it in one move. And I only move 8 inches. So there's literally no way for me to get by it because it's a 25 mil. And when I move 8 inches, there's a 9-inch threat range basically for him. He is stuck in that corner, penned in. Oh, not great. We're into turn 1, and whoever destroys the most tonnage each round will score a VP. So first turn of the game, let's roll off to see who has the initiative. So step 1 is the initiative, and that's a roll off for our 2 opposing forces. So United Allies gain the initiative and get to issue the first orders to an HAV. Move your heavy. That's your medium.
Medium.
Okay.
Medium. Sorry. Heavy's over here. That's right.
Heavy's over here, yeah.
Come get some.
So moving the Shepherd.
So that goes to 8
He'll
inches?
go 8. Yeah, so a light goes 12, a medium goes 10, and a heavy can go 8 with a move order. So the first order is a move order. You get 2 orders per activation. Second order.
Let's fire you. I have autocannons.
Ooh.
So 5 dice.
5 dice
should
autocannons.
Be in your front arc
So
still.
you generate your attack pool.
Oh, no.
Oh, looks like you're in the flank.
I'm in the flank.
You got the flank shot. So you get 5 dice, goes to 6 dice for a flank shot. Now, I could choose to return fire to re-roll my 1s here if I want to. I think I will return fire, so I'm going to gain an activated token when this is done. I get to re-roll my 1s, and at the end of this order, I immediately activate and shoot out of activation. Fire basically burns one of your activations for the turn, but it does mean that you have a chance of better defending. We basically get into an immediate firefight. You can only do it if you don't have an activated token, though, as a response. So I'm rolling 6 dice here, because you have 5 normally for heavy autocannon.
Yep.
And it goes +1 because you're flank shotting me. So 5s to save. No, I need a 4, 5, or 6 to avoid this damage, but I'm -1 to the roll because I'm a heavy. So 5s, and I didn't get any 1s at all, but I take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's reducing my armor. So he has 12 armor, down to 8. You've blasted off a whole bunch of it. Now you have to roll for your kinetic trait. As you have the kinetic trait, that's going to be a 4+ roll. You'd be +1 for each class bigger you are, and -1 for each class smaller. We're the same size. It's just a 4+. You got me. So you can rotate me 45 degrees. Now, if you can keep rotating me, I will no longer be in your arc.
That's
So
the autocannon?
the autocannon again on 5s. I do get to reroll 1s. Oh, no. So I take 3 more damage, and then on a 4, 5, or 6, you can spin me again. You do. Yep. All right, so now I'm not going to be able to return fire and actually shoot back because I'll be arc, but not front 180, which means I can no longer see you to return fire. So now what's firing next?
Let's go with the railgun.
Oh, so it's 2 dice, 1 dice normally for damage rating, 2 because you are shooting me in the flank, so you get +1 your damage rating. I pass 1, so take a damage, but it is AP. And what's the AP trait?
AP2.
AP2. So my AP goes down, or my armor goes down by 1. Sorry, I'm at 5. I should be at 4 now because I took more damage, and then I lose 2 points of my internal structure. AP trait. And then, do you want to fire your rocket pack as well?
Yeah, definitely fire my rocket pack. So
all right.
7 dice.
Luckily, I have the abbot of armor, so blast weapons do 1 less damage to me.
Okay, so back down to 6.
Back down to 6. You need to roll for your kinetic trait for the railgun, though,
right.
because it also has kinetic. You're basically firing tons of actual physical projectiles at me.
Nope.
So that one fails. So it's 7 dice down to 6 because of the blast trait and my abbot of armor. So I
Oh, nice.
managed to pass 4 of them, so I take a huge chunk of damage, blowing off 10 points of armor and 2 points of structure on my heavy. Out of activation, I would return fire, but I'm no longer, you've spun me around so much, you can imagine this guy is basically getting up off the ground and can't shoot, so he hasn't activated it. I don't like that at all. So what I'm gonna do is, because I have a target designator, conveniently spun me around to see your medium, he's gonna get up off the ground and fire using his target designator, I'm gonna, instead of activating a model, drop an orbital laser on you. So it's damage rating 3 and AP 3. So we just call the Hammer of Dawn online. Go for it. Make your damage rolls. Now you're a medium. So it's a 4, 5, or 6 to evade. Yep.
Nothing.
Oh,
3
so you take
damage.
3 to your armor, and then AP 3, so 3 to your internals as well.
Okay. Doesn't quite half me yet.
Do that once per round. Otherwise, I would just keep dropping the Hammer of Dawn on you.
Move 9 inches.
He's like, no, thank you. I'm not gonna let. He can feel the ping. He doesn't want to get shot again.
Let's fire at.
We're gonna go after him some more. Oh,
Yes,
geez,
why not?
He's only got 2 armor left. So you have an autocannon
Yep.
that has unlimited range, but then you have a short-ranged particle cannon that can only shoot 18.
Yes.
So autocannon is what kind of damage?
4 damage.
So 4 damage. You're in the front. So I'm just straight up rolling here. 5s and 6s to pass because I'm heavy.
Oh,
Take 1.
nice.
I've still got armor left. Nobody wrecks the Daiko in the first turn. Actually activate somebody now. I don't like this at all. Let's go with my light, I think. He's liking the idea of a rear shot here. So he's going to move his 12. So light's move 12. So we're going to go 8. And then 4 more. And we're going to start side-shotting you. Start with the autocannon. Now, you are obscured partially by the hill, so it's got 3 dice, normally +1 for the flank, and then -1 again for the hill. So, obscuring, meaning you are rolling a grand total of 3 dice, trying to evade on a 4+. Oh, take 2 damage.
Still good.
Now, I have the kinetic trait because it's an autocannon, but I'm -1 to the roll because I am 1 class smaller than you. So normally on a 4+, on a 5+, I'll get to spin you. I don't. I get to fire my particle cannon at you if I'm within 18. That's at 18, so no particle cannon for me. And he has an activated token. Back to you. You've got your light.
I go 12 inches this way. And then when a jump jet,
So jump is a place.
boom, right there.
I'm just going to jump. I like this wall being behind me.
This ball's my friend.
Fair. Well, as long as your heavy wants to be engaging, I think we go with... You've only got rotary cannons, so you can't shoot very far, but you could call in a missile. I think what we do is we actually pick on your medium, and we're going to go 10, and we're going to use the smart trait to drop a missile on the back of this guy. You can see him, and we're going to drop a missile on the back. Because I could use the smart trait going somewhere else, so I could actually go this way instead, +2, and then use the smart trait to go over that. I'm shooting you in the front though, and I'm using a medium missile launcher, which is 4 dice. So 4 dice, using line of sight from that guy instead.
Oh, 4!
Take 4 damage, and a 1 left. That has the limited 3 traits. I have 2 more shots with his missiles before he's out of them. He's all done. So I'm done. Everyone I have has an activated token. Everyone you have has an activated token. And that means that we are on to round 2. No scoring because no one destroyed any tonnage of vehicles. So new round. Round 2. Let's roll for some initiative. Ooh, it's you. So activated tokens come off. Get to go first.
Your heavy's...
My heavy's taking a beating. It's
fair. Yeah. Let's go with my heavy.
You going in for the kill?
Going in for the kill.
You better hope I die. Right.
Autocannons.
So autocannons it is. I can't return fire.
Yep, still on your side.
And I can't return fire. 6 damage dice in the side arc, saving on fire. 5's no return fire possible. But I passed 3 of them, so that's 3 damage. 1 is going to be to armor, and then 2 to structure, leaving with 6 left. So you spin me on a 4.
Nothing.
You really want that spin right now.
I want that spin.
Okay.
So another 6 dice for autocannon coming in at you.
All right, the second autocannon fires on 5s. I saved 2, so I have 2 structure remaining. You spin me on a 4. Nope. And then the railgun, 2 dice.
No, again.
On 5s. I found both and I died. So that destroys the Daiko. He just gets pinned in the corner and killed like a dog. You've killed 40 tons this turn. That is not good for me. I guess I go with my light. I don't think I have a lot of choices otherwise. I'm out of target designators at this point. You pinned him down and killed him. So we're just going to try and finish this guy off. So we're going to move to here. And then we want to stay outside of close range. Like that. And then we're going to fire our autocannon. So you're obscured, so that's going to be normally 3 dice, but it goes +1, -1. So just 3 dice still. On 4s. Take 2. I think that finishes his armor off and does 1 to his structure. She's got 4. And you are going to get spun on a 5/6 because you're 1 class bigger. You are.
Oh, nice.
So spun to the rear. Like that. And that means you're eating 3 dice now for my particle cannon, +2, -1. So 3 dice on 4s. Oh, take a damage. And because you took a damage from a particle weapon, it's disruptive. On a 5/6, you'll gain a red line token, which means you can't fire your own draining weapons this turn. You don't. I am red lines and activated.
I'm medium now. He's -1 movement.
And -1 of his weapon ratings, because he's both,
Yep.
he's at less than 50% of his health left, but not 75. So he's going to be movement of 10 goes to 9, and all the weapons damage ratings go down by 1. I really wish I disrupted him, because he'd have 1 less weapon to fire with this turn.
So that's 8 there, and 1 more inch. There.
Get inside the 10.
Yep, definitely within 10.
So that's going to get around my optic camo.
4 dice.
Firing the autocannon. Okay, 4 dice. So 4 dice on 3s. It's a 4+ +1 because I'm a light. No, I take 2. It takes 2 damage. Armor goes down to 4, and then you're 3+ to kinetically spin me because I'm 1 class smaller than you. You do. So you're going to pivot me which direction?
To the right.
To the right? Okay, so 45 degrees to the cannon. So how many dice is that?
That is 4 dice.
4 dice. So 4 on 3s. I fail 1. On a 5-6, you disrupt me. Although I'm already redlined. Yeah, I'm already redlined, so it doesn't matter. 1 more to my armor, down to 3. And then you gain a redline token as well, because you have fired a particle weapon. I just have my medium left. He's a short-range brawler. He really wants to start putting some damage on your heavy. So he's going to go 10. He's going to go 8. I'm going to go 8, and then 2 more. Like meow. Should be within 12 of this guy for my rotary cannon. Let's do some rotary cannon shots. Now you are obscured by blocking terrain, so it's going to be -2 dice. So 7 goes to 5. Saving on 3s because you're light, and it has the light trait, so I do 1 damage for every 2 hits. So 1 damage. Again. 2 damage because we round down. 3 remaining, and then I'm tempted to just shoot you in the flank with my missile pod. You got 10 armor left on the heavy, but I need to start doing some damage to him. My other option is I just shoot you in the flank over here. It's a secondary target, so I'll be +1, -1. So I think I just do it. I'm going to hit you in the side. Score next turn, but I don't think I kill you. I want to guarantee the kill next turn.
Just say, I only got 3 health left.
I know. I don't think you're going to die. Though. You save on 4s, and I've only got 4 dice. So I'm going to just shoot it now. I'm +1, -1 because it's a secondary target, so it's -1 damage rating, but +1 for being in the flank. So I'm going to fire my missiles over here, and you save on 4+.
On 3 dice or 4 dice?
4 dice.
4 dice.
You lived
Take
with
2.
1.
Here we go.
75% of his structure destroyed, so he's only got 1 action next turn. And that gives me an activated token, and that's your light gets to go still, yeah.
He can run 12 inches.
Well, we know he's in 12 inches.
I know he's in 12 inches.
So if you want to come up a melee fight,
I
you
could
can.
just melee fight you.
So now melee is interesting because melee is just like you evade it, just like you evade a shooting attack. But when the damage is applied, half is applied to structure and half is applied to armor, starting with armor. So you do damage right to my internals when you start stabbing me. You're gonna go make a move action, go 12. Leroy Chainsaw. I would orbital lasers because I don't have a target designator, so this is it for you. You can do your damage rating. So when you make a smash attack as a smash order, you have a damage rating based on your size, which is 3 for a light. You count as 1 size bigger because you are armed with a melee weapon, so that goes to 4. And then 5, 6 because you moved and you have a melee weapon. So the melee gives you a damage rating addition. So 6 dice, I get to evade on a 4+. And you count as being medium as well. So there's no bonuses or negatives to this. Ugh, so I'm going to take potato. I'm going to take 3 damage. 2 will go to my armor, and then 1 will go directly to my structure. The medium, he goes to 6 armor remaining, and then 1 directly to his structure. So everybody with an activated token. So you get the VP this turn because you killed a dude. 3. And we remove all of our tokens, and we need to see you go first. I really need to go first this turn and get the early turn kill. Let's see who's going first.
All right. 1.
Oh, thank goodness. Well,
I know what you're doing.
It's gonna, yeah, well, I gotta get away from this heavy because he's gonna shred me otherwise. By overcommitting on my heavy, I think I get away with it. I'm pretty sure because I don't think you can reposition to see me too fast. So I'm gonna walk my 10, going like meow. Start with a rotary cannon into this guy. 7 dice, 8 because I'm in your flank.
All right, here we go.
So 8 dice on 4s because you're medium.
I can Yahtzee this. I got this. I
don't. 1 and a 3, just
so close. So close.
So I managed to gun down the medium. And then I'm going to put my second rotary cannon into him. Wasn't looking good losing the Daiko, but I think we might be making it up with my medium over here.
I'm still in your flank.
Yeah, so it's going to be 8 dice on 3s.
1 damage.
Take 1 damage. Also eat my last missile.
Okay.
So my last missile goes off, and it's going to be damage rating 4/5 for the flank. On 3s. Take 1, 2.
2. That takes out my armor.
His armor's gone. It'll put me inactivated. Not bad, little Mars. You are the god of war. Lights me like, bye-bye.
He's out.
No thanks.
I'm gone.
He's like, hide behind dad. You're not going to shoot first? Because you shoot then go.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I can do that.
Right?
All right, let's do that.
Shoot with a shot cannon? Oh, it only has a 6-inch range. Actually, sorry. Then you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
right. He's like, nope, I have a short range gun.
Peace out.
I'm a stabber.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
That's right. I'm a stabber now. This should be activated. Do you want to move again? Or you just want to lie in wait?
Let's lie in wait.
Okay. Because you could dash out. You could dash out later. You're right. Well, my light's gonna go then. Can I see you right now? No, I can't see anybody. But I think we need to try and outmaneuver you rather than do anything else. So we're just gonna go, because we got our kill for the turn, which means we're gonna tie this up. We're gonna go 8, and then 4 more. Rely on our armor and our cover to save us, and hide behind this building. All done.
Okay. I have my last guy. He's going to move just 8 sideways over here.
You're happy just being like, hey, I'm the big dog here now.
Here. I have no line of sight on you.
No,
nothing.
I think so.
Just out.
I'm just using the buildings to not get shredded by that guy. So into 3, I'll score VP this turn. Reach at 1 VP, and it's into round 4. Let's see who's going first. Initiative.
Do this.
2 to 6.
I still don't think I get a line of sight on you if I move my guy up here.
That is the plan.
Wherever I go, I don't have a line of sight.
Running light. I'll get there eventually. You've got 6 tasty structure left. I'm out of missiles though, which is bad.
So I'm gonna go kaboom, jump over here.
Okay.
And then just run around this.
Hide in the minefield.
Hide in the minefield.
You're like, no,
come get me in the minefield.
You want to come to the minefield? You can. I think we have to divide and conquer here. So I'm gonna go with. Or do we, because you're going to consolidate behind this minefield, and that's going to be problematic. So I think I need to come at you from 2 different directions. So I'm going to go, these guys can actually clear the minefield in a move though, which is nice. So I'm going to go with you, Mr. Heavy. Can you make it behind this building? 8, and then 2 more, you can. So you're going to get over there and just be done.
Ooh. 8 over to here.
You're Heavy coming out. The Shepherd. The Shepherd's going to take a shot at the Mars.
Oh, yes, please.
So you're -2 to your damage rating, though, because I am obscured by blocking terrain.
That's okay. So, yeah, let's do autocannon, so that -2 would be 3 dice.
3 dice.
3 dice.
Saving on 4s. I do have a significant chunk of armor remaining, so I should be okay here. I take 2. Right. Kinetic. Now it's on a 3+ because you're 1 class bigger.
Yep, spin you.
Which way?
Spin you to my right, I think.
Okay, so you're going to go that way. 3 dice again on 4s. I've taken 2 damage. I take 1 more damage, so another kinetic roll on a 3.
Gotcha.
Get it. So I'm going to go again like that. Hammer left.
Railgun.
So it's only 1. No, it's 1 die.
Dice. That's right.
Yeah, it'll be +1 for flank, but then -2 for the blocking terrain. So a minimum of 1. So 1 dice 4+ to shrug this murderous railgun. I'm okay.
Nice. I'm gonna fire up my last rocket pack. Why not?
Okay.
So into flank. So it's +1, -2, so 5 dice.
5 dice. 5 dice on 4s for the rocket pack. I take 3 more. Blows the rest of my armor off. You are now all done.
All done.
I just need to get 1 more kill and then hide. Is the play here. So if I can get 1 more kill and hide, I'll be all right. So I'm going to go in your base, killing your dudes, I think. We're going to go 8, and then I can go 4 more. I just want to stay outside of 4 of this thing so I don't activate at the end of my order. Like, what's up, nerd? So I have my autocannon. It's in your front, but it's through obscuring terrains. It's -1. So 3 goes to 2 dice.
Yep, saving on
3s.
Ah! Oh, take
damage.
1 in the internals. Now it's internals. I roll again,
It's
right?
fragile internals. That's right. So now you're a light. So on a 5+, take an additional point of damage because your systems are potentially weak. So you take another point of damage.
Ooh.
Down to 4. And then I'm going to hit you with a particle cannon. 2 dice goes to 1.
Do it again.
No, he takes it. And then fragile internals on a 5+.
That's
another one.
More. Oh, I'm still alive.
2.
Still
Activated and a redlined. Now on a 5+, I disrupt you. I do. So you would get a red line as well, but the activations are all done. That's round 4. So round 5, potentially the last round of the game. If one of us gets a VP, that's going to be it. So activation tokens come off, and whoever goes first here is going to be happy. All right, big initiative, big initiative.
Yeah. I got it. Okay, so heavy's going to go.
I'm going to go with the heavy, okay?
Oh, yeah. Going to go with the heavy. I think I need to kill... 3... I think I can do it.
Okay.
I think I can.
I hope you can.
I don't go with the light. Get him out of... No, wherever I go, you're going to see my light.
Okay. Oh, he's coming for me. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. I think I'm still obscured no matter what here, because you can't see both sides of my base. All right. I'm gonna return fire. Oh, I'm in the front 180 still.
Yep.
Which means I can still return fire with my guns. You can spin me all the way around. But we've got 2 autocannons on 3 dice again because of the blocking terrain. But then you're in my flank now, so it's 4. So it'd be +1 -2. So I need to save on 4s, rerolling 1s because I'm returning fire. If only 1s were 2s. 2 damage. Turtles go down to 5. Spin me on 3+. You need this. No!
Okay.
All right, keep going.
Yep. Autocannon again.
4 dice on 4s. Exact same thing. So 2 more damage. I'm down to 3 internals left. And do you spin me? You do. So that means I'm not going to be able to see you for my return fire at the end of this. The railguns +1 minus. Yeah, if the AP will kill me actually here.
Yeah.
So I need a 4+ rerolling 1s. Well done. And he's out of rockets, so he survived, but he's activated now and totally spun around. Little guy, it all comes down to this. So you're going to dodge the minefield by not ending within 4 of it. So 8, and then 4 more, end up over here. Get in your flank.
Right.
You can return fire. I'm in front 180.
Only 6 inches as the shotgun.
Oh, that's right. You have to. No, you just have to lock me. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Pressing me. You can still reroll the 1s. You're just not. You're not able to do any damage when you engage back.
Okay.
So the autocannon in your flank is 4 dice, and you will be 3s rerolling 1s.
Oh,
you're taking 1.
This is important.
It takes 3. Just nukes him. That's them. I guess I don't fire my particle cannon, and I score the point for the turn.
And that's
game. So end around 5. We're not tied.
So close.
I got the light at the end. I'm hanging on by the skin of my teeth with my medium here against your heavy. He's got 3 structure remaining. And despite an early kill, the freelancers managed to get basically their poop in one sock and take the victory against the authority. So we got at the end of the game. The freelancers managed to just claw back a win after their heavy was totally wrecked at the beginning, and that Shepherd continued to rampage around the table. So big thanks for watching. You can check out the digital copy of the rules again in the video description below. And if you're at Adepticon in 2022, go by the Death Ray Designs booth, and you can check out the 2-player battle box for Steel Rift. So big thanks for watching. We'll see you for more Let's Plays in the future. Till then, I'm Ash. I'm framing. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that video. There are tons of other games already recorded for you to watch. Click over to my channel page if you haven't already, and have a look through the dozens of playlists full of videos. I guarantee you'll discover a game you haven't seen played before. I put out new videos 7 days a week, and every day is themed to a different genre as I continue to explore the wider world of gaming. Of course, none of that's possible without you, the viewer, so click a like and subscribe if you'd like to stay on top of what's happening here daily. My 2 kids and I are massively grateful to be able to have the flexibility of this job so I can always maximize my time with them. If you want to support me continuing to put out this content, it's only possible because of my amazing backers on Patreon who support the studio, equipment, and model cost, as well as being how I make the bulk of my living. You can also help out by buying a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, a measuring gauge or widget from Death Ray Designs, or buying one of my games and supplements like Last Days, Gamma Wolves, and Blaster. As a way of showing my appreciation, patrons get early access to new games and supplements that I write throughout the course of the year. Huge thanks for watching, it really does help out, and happy gaming.